Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would talk you through my October monthly favorites. This is something that I usually do as a written blog post, but I thought doing it as a video might be kind of a fun little change of pace. So if you're interested in seeing the products that I have been enjoying the most through the month of October, then just keep on watching. So the first favorite that I want to talk about is a book, and this is Bloom by Estee Lalonde. And I have been watching Estee's videos on YouTube for quite a while now, and I'm a huge fan. So when I found out that she was releasing a new book, I was so excited to pick up a copy, and I actually read this book in just a few days. It was so good, and I just didn't want to put it down. I love watching her videos on YouTube. She's a little bit quirkier than I am, but I mean, I enjoy watching that. But after reading this book, we actually have a lot in common, and I just have a newfound appreciation for her and her videos. So if you're a fan of Estee Lalonde, I definitely recommend checking out her book Bloom, because it is really, really good. Next, I've got a body milk from L'Occitane, and this is the Neroli and Orchid body milk. It smells really feminine without being too floral, and it just has a warmth to it that I really like. Now that fall is here and the cold weather is definitely starting to be more common, I've been trying to make a more conscious effort to moisturize my body. Just because with the cold weather, my skin gets so dry and it can just be really irritating. So this has been kind of my go-to throughout October, and yeah, it's really great. I really like it because it doesn't leave my skin feeling greasy afterwards like a lot of body moisturizers can, at least in my opinion. That's what I find. And this one doesn't do that, so I really, really like that, and I just think the packaging is really pretty too. Next up, I have a Tangle teaser, and this is just the travel size version, but I actually prefer the travel size version. I feel like it's enough, and then you can just kind of throw it in your handbag, or else you can just use it at home too. Like, it's a pretty decent size. I really like this because my hair gets so tangled on windy days, and it can take a long time to brush through all of the knots, and nothing gets them out better than a Tangle teaser. I had a different one, same size, a travel version, that I used to use all the time, and then for whatever reason I just kind of stopped using it as frequently. But yeah, I've been using this again and just loving it, and I was just reminded by how well it works. So if you're somebody who gets tangly hair in the wind like I do, I definitely recommend checking out the Tangle teaser if you haven't already, just because nothing gets my knots out faster, and it doesn't really hurt either, which is a huge bonus. Next up, I've got a sleep roll-on, which is from Sensuals, and it is just a blend of essential oils in a roller ball that you roll onto your temples and the inside of your wrists before bed, and it's just supposed to kind of help calm you down and make you fall asleep faster. So I've been using this a lot through the month of October, and I feel like the overall quality of my sleep has improved. There's definitely lavender in it. I'm not sure about what other oils are in it, but it just smells so soothing and calming, and it's just such a nice way to kind of start my bedtime routine. Like I said, I just apply this to my temples and the inside of my wrists, and it just really kind of sets the tone for bedtime. And I also like that it does come in a roller ball as well, because it would be perfect for traveling. I'm somebody who has a hard time falling asleep if it's not my own bed. So I'm definitely curious I haven't been traveling through October, but I definitely want to bring this along with me the next time I'm staying, out of town at a friend's or in a hotel or something like that, to see if it actually helps me there too. But yeah, if you have trouble sleeping or you're just kind of into essential oils, I definitely recommend checking out this Sensual Sleep Roll-On. It's really, really nice. Next up, I've got a mascara. This is the Lash Sculpting Fiber Mascara from Gosh. Now, they just released kind of a new core collection, and this was included in it. And I've been trying out a lot of the products and have been so impressed. I feel like Gosh is one of those brands that I don't hear a lot about in the beauty world, but is actually so good and relatively affordable too. You can buy it in the drugstore. It's a little bit more higher end than, say, Maybelline or Rimmel, but it's still in the affordable kind of realm when it comes to pricing, which is great. This in particular is something new for me. I've tried fiber mascaras in the past. I'm somebody who sucks at applying false lashes. It just does not happen for me. So I like fiber mascaras for, you know, special events, or if I'm kind of wanting something a bit extra for my lashes. But usually they come with the fibers in one tube and the mascara in another, and you kind of apply it in layers. Now this one is only the one tube, so it's definitely something new, and I really like that it's so much easier to apply. You don't have to worry about doing the 3 coats that you normally have to with a fiber lash mascara. So yeah, I just love the convenience of having it all in one tube, and it works really well. Yeah, I've been really impressed with this and have been using it a lot this month. Also from the Gosh Core collection, I've got 2 of their matte lipsticks, and I've been wearing these a lot this month. I just feel like matte lips are my favorite, and now that fall is here, I'm very much into wearing them again. So I've got these 2 shades. I've got Cinnamon and Nougat, and they're just both so pretty. Very different, but very, very pretty. I usually don't wear like brownie taupey nudes like this one here, but I actually have been liking it a lot. And this is kind of one of my favorite fall colors, so kind of like that spiced rose kind of shade. And they're both, yeah, very nice, and they go on really nicely. I find with matte lipsticks, it can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes they can be uncomfortable to wear. I don't find that to be the case with this one. Maybe like 3 or 4 hours into wearing it, I can start to feel it on my lips, but it's not too unbearable. And yeah, the wear time of these is pretty good, 3 to 4 hours I'd say before I need a touch up, depending on what I'm doing, of course. But yeah, I was really impressed with these, and I want to try more from the color range. Next up, I have a brow pencil, and this is from a brand called YBF, and it's not one that I've really tried a whole lot of product from, but I've been really impressed with what I have tried. Now this brow liner I've got in the shade Universal Taupe, which is great for me, but the shade range is actually quite extensive with these, so there's a perfect match for everybody, which I think is really great, because when it comes to brow products, I find it's kind of hit and miss. Some brands have a really great shade range and others not so much, but this is definitely one that does have a really good shade range. So yeah, for packaging wise, this has some weight to it, and it's really nice. I like the red and the silver packaging. And then inside you get, it's double-ended, so you get the retractable brow liner on the one end, which I really like because I get lazy when it comes to having to sharpen a brow pencil. I just usually get annoyed, or I put it off, or whatever. It just doesn't happen, and I eventually stop using them or whatever. So I really like that it's retractable, and it just kind of glides on. It's very smooth, very easy to work with, and it stays on all day. So the wear time is really great with this. But then on the other end, you also have a spoolie, which I think is really nice. It has the cap and everything to kind of keep it clean. And I just feel like it's a really nice touch because you're able to throw it in your bag. And then if you need to touch up your brows midday, you've got everything you need in one tool. So I really, really appreciate that. And I just think it's a really great product. So if you're somebody who likes to have kind of multi-purpose tools in your makeup collection or in your handbag, I definitely recommend checking this out because it's a really great option. So next I want to talk about a little bit of an old palette. Now you can still get everything that's in this limited edition palette still, so I thought I'll still talk about it anyway. And then if any of you have the palette too, you might find this interesting. So this is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow palette. This came out around Christmas time last year. And inside you get 3 shimmering skin perfectors. You get Pearl, Champagne Pop, and Blushed Copper. And they're all really beautiful, and I get a lot of use out of this palette. But Champagne Pop is my all-time favorite highlighter. I love it, and I wear it almost every day in the summer. It's just that good. But now that fall is here, I'm starting to lose any tan that I had, and my pale skin is just setting in. And I just find that Champagne Pop is a little bit too much for everyday use. I mean, I still like it maybe for a night out or something, but for every day, it's a little much. So I've actually been mixing it with Pearl, which is the white highlighter here, and I really like the combination. It's so pretty, and it just kind of takes away that intensity of Champagne Pop and just gives a really light, nice, natural looking glow. So yeah, I've been getting a ton of use out of the 2 of those mixed together. It's kind of been my go-to highlight all month long. Next up, I've got a lip liner. This is the Stila Stay All Day lip liner in the shade Pink Moscato. And Stila just released some new Stay All Day lip liners. for fall, and they're all inspired by wines, which I think is really cool because I'm a wine fan. But this one in particular I really like. It looks really nice on its own, but because it's so light, it works well under nude lipsticks, but also under bold lipsticks to kind of lighten them up a little bit. So I've been getting a lot of use out of this, and I just feel like as far as lip liners go, this one's really creamy and it lasts all day. So you kind of get the best of both. It's not too drying, but it does stay on your lips throughout the day. So yeah, I really like the Stila Stay All Day lip products, and the liquid lipsticks are one of my favorite formulas for liquid lipsticks. So yeah, I've been getting a ton of wear out of this one. And last but not least, I want to talk about a nail polish. This is from Essie. It's in the shade Cocktail Bling. And I picked this up probably last year around the same kind of time as now. And I wore it a ton, and I've kind of given it a bit of a break, but I'm back to it now and I'm just re-obsessed with it. It's not a usual color for me, but I don't know, there's something about it that I just really, really like. It's kind of a gray with blue undertones to it. And I don't have my nails painted right now, but this has been on my nails about 3/4 of the month. I've just been so obsessed with it. So that completes my October monthly favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite products were throughout October, because I'd love to hear what they are. And I'm going to leave all of my social media handles in the description bar below, so go ahead and check those out and give me a follow if you're not already. And I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!